Hi, my name is Tyler Fisher, and I'm currently a student at Grand Canyon University. Today, I will be talking to you about self esteem, culture, and worldview. Now, coming from the background that I have, my culture that I grew up in shaped my worldview and how I interact with people. Now, the culture I grew up in wasn't your typical, neighborhood or typical family. I grew up raised by my single grandmother who raised both me and my sister all by herself. And, being raised in this kind of environment really shaped the way I think and the way I view people and places. Now, growing up in this poor neighborhood, so to say, it really shaped my interactions with other people because, when you're walking down the street, you can't always normally just approach a random person and say, hey, how are you today? Because in these kinds of neighborhoods, it is a little unsafe to do so. And this really affected how I interacted with people. And that's the role culture plays on an individual and their interactions with others. Now, your worldview is directly correlating with your culture and is directly related to it because the way your worldview is how you view other people and other things within society and things like that. And now my worldview is not that everyone is evil or you have to be careful of everyone else. That's not what I'm saying. But my worldview growing up was a little more precautious than others would be. And now, growing up in this situation did have its benefits as well as its drawbacks. Now, the worldview that I have has played a direct role on my self-esteem as well because I was more of a shy and reserved type kid. I was always the short one. I was always kind of made fun of for being short and small and all that types of things. And that was something I had to overcome mentally. When I started high school, I was 4'11", just flat 4'11", not even 5 foot. And I did get teased for this quite a bit. And I really had to grow, not physically, but mentally. I had to overcome this barrier. And as well, I did grow physically. I'm about 5'8" now, but that's not what helped me overcome my struggles. What helped me overcome was the way I thought about it and the way I interacted with others. If I had it in my mind that I'm going to go up to someone and they're only going to view me for being small or things like that, it really would play a toll on my mind and would really, destroy my self-confidence. And so my self-esteem had to come from me going over these barriers. I had to struggle and struggle and struggle to overcome these. And as I grew physically, it did help with these situations, like this problem that I had for being teased for always being smaller and all that. But being shy, is not something you grow out of. Being shy is is a trait that you have to work on, and you have to push your boundaries. And that's how I overcame the barriers that I did today. And that's how I became, how I overcame my self-esteem and how I grew and shaped my worldview and my culture and my self-esteem and how they all correlate and tie together. So, thank you.